Liverpool escape with a point as pressure mounts on Onslaught, and Jürgen Klopp finally broke his silence. Liverpool narrowly avoided yet another disappointing defeat at Anfield, salvaging a 1-1 draw against Sunderland in a tense Premier League encounter. The match, held at Anfield Road, saw the visitors take the lead through Moroccan forward Shamsuddin Talbi in the 67th minute, after a powerful strike that caught Alisson Becker wrong-footed. Liverpool responded in the 81st minute, when a long-range effort from Florian Wirtz deflected off Nordi Mukiel and found its way into the back of the net. Despite a late surge from the Reds, including several promising attacks, they failed to produce a winning goal. Sunderland came close to snatching the victory in stoppage time, but Federico Chiesa intervened with a crucial clearance on the goal line. The result leaves Sunderland sitting 6th in the Premier League table with 23 points, while Liverpool remain in 8th place on 22 points. Both sides faced tough fixtures ahead on the 6th of December, with Sunderland travelling to the Etihad Stadium to take on Manchester City, and Liverpool preparing for a challenging trip to Elland Road to face Leeds United. The draw only deepens Liverpool's ongoing struggles. The Reds have now failed to win 3 consecutive home matches, following a 3-0 defeat to Nottingham Forest in the league and a 4-1 loss to PSV Eindhoven in the Champions League. Much of the criticism has been directed at manager Onslaught, whose tactical choices have faced intense scrutiny, particularly his decision to start Mohamed Salah on the bench once again before introducing him in the second half. Fans have voiced frustration over Liverpool's lack of creativity, poor chance creation, and an apparent absence of a clear tactical identity. Critics argue that several players are being misused, and that the squad is showing signs of low confidence under the current system. After the match, German midfielder Florian Wirtz told BBC Sport they were desperate to secure the win but unlucky to come away with only a point. He expressed his gratitude for the warm welcome he has received at Liverpool, and stressed that the team is working tirelessly to turn their form around. "We want to be at the top of the table," Wirtz said. "We'll continue to work hard and hope things change soon." Perhaps the most intense reaction came from Liverpool supporters, who have taken to social media in frustration. Many fans claim that patience with Onslaught has run out, describing the club's current state as embarrassing and unsustainable. One fan page, Living Liverpool, wrote, "If he loses another match and we still keep giving him chances, we're finished. The team is embarrassing itself week after week at Anfield. It's time for shock therapy. It's time for him to go." While calls for Slott's dismissal are growing, a new, and emotionally charged, demand has emerged from the fan base: the return of Jürgen Klopp. And the German coach Jürgen Klopp finally broke his silence, speaking for the first time, indirectly, yet unmistakably, about the growing noise around Liverpool, the future of Dutch manager Onslaught, and the desire of a huge section of the Reds fan base to see him return to the technical area at Anfield. Klopp's remarks, as usual, were filled with both wisdom and ambiguity, leaving the door half open, neither fully shut nor fully ajar, as if he wanted to say everything without saying anything explicitly. He began by reflecting on what Liverpool means to him, speaking in a tone where nostalgia blended with realism. "Liverpool isn't just a club I happened to manage during a period of my career. It's a part of me, a part of my everyday life for so many years. When I hear the name Liverpool, I feel as though a piece of me is still there, on the pitch, in the stands, in the city. These feelings never really disappear, no matter how much things change." It was clear that Klopp had been following, and perhaps following quite closely, what has been happening at Liverpool under Onslaught, particularly after the recent setbacks that have shaken the supporters and rekindled anxiety within the club. Commenting on reports suggesting that the club is already assessing Slott's future after a run of disappointing results, including the shocking draw with Sunderland despite total dominance, and the 6 defeats that have shaken the board's confidence, Klopp said in a measured tone, I know very well the pressure any manager at this club has to deal with. There is no such thing as an ordinary match here. Every game matters, every point carries weight, and the supporters demand the very best. On is a good coach, and I know he's working hard, but football can be harsh sometimes. It doesn't always give you the time you expect. He then turned to speak about the fans, though his words carried multiple layers of meaning and opened the door to several interpretations. Liverpool supporters. Those people have a very special place in my heart. They lived with me through years of joy, tears, challenges and trophies. When I hear that they're talking about me, or expressing a desire to see me again, that means a huge amount to me. Something I cannot simply ignore. And because journalists tried to push him into giving a direct answer about the possibility of returning, Klopp responded only with his familiar smile, one loaded with hidden signals, before saying, "I don't like getting ahead of things. My focus now is different. My life took a new path after leaving the club. But in football I've learned one important lesson: never say never. Things change, circumstances shift, and emotions also play a role. Liverpool will always be a place where I feel comfortable, and whatever happens in the future will happen at the right time." Then came the sentence that truly ignited speculation. "I never closed the door to a place that once felt like home." When a few reporters tried to press him on the club's current crisis and whether he believed the board might reach out to him, he answered simply, "I follow everything with the eyes of someone who loves the club, not someone looking for a job. The club knows how to make its decisions, the fans know what they want, and time alone will show us where things are heading. What matters most is that the club stays strong and stable. That is what everyone there deserves." Klopp also sent a personal message of support to Arne Slot, despite all the criticism currently directed at him. One of the toughest moments any manager faces is when the team loses its identity on the pitch and results stop making sense. "I wish Arne strength and courage. He has good ideas, and perhaps he just needs a bit of time and a bit of calm around him." But what truly caught attention were his final words, which many in Liverpool considered a discreet signal, a subtle hint, or a window left open towards an uncertain future. "All I know is that my relationship with Liverpool never really ended. It may have stopped officially, but it never left my heart. And as long as the heart holds on to something, all possibilities remain." With these nostalgic, ambiguous and deeply suggestive words, Jürgen Klopp has reignited a flame within Liverpool's supporters, many of whom now see his comments as more than just passing remarks. To them, this may well be the beginning of a new chapter, or the early signs of a long-awaited return that could happen at any moment, should fate decide to bring the German coach back to the home that still awaits his voice, his smile, and his spirit on the touchline at Anfield. For many supporters, Klopp represents stability, emotion, identity, pride, and a footballing philosophy that brought Liverpool back to the top of world football. Since his departure, the team has struggled to find rhythm, purpose, and the fighting spirit that defined the Klopp era. Although Klopp himself has publicly stated he is not planning to return to management anytime soon, and remains adamant about taking a long break from coaching, Liverpool fans continue to push. The pressure comes through banners, fan chants, and countless online posts urging the club to convince Klopp to come back, even temporarily, to steady the ship. Supporters argue that Klopp's connection to the players, his tactical clarity, and his emotional bond with the fan base are exactly what Liverpool need in this difficult period. Some insist that even if Klopp refuses, the club must do everything possible to reach out to him. Slot, meanwhile, finds himself under unprecedented pressure. With form dipping, fan confidence shaken, and the atmosphere around Anfield turning increasingly hostile, the Dutchman faces a crucial period that may determine his future at the club. Liverpool's next match against Leeds United is shaping up to be more than just another league fixture. it may become a defining test for Onslaught. A defeat could intensify calls for immediate change, while a strong performance may provide temporary relief. Supporters, however, are clear: the Reds must rediscover their identity and regain momentum before it's too late. For now, Liverpool remain in a precarious position, hoping that the worst is behind them, while the echoes of Klopp's name continue to ring loudly around Anfield.